Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to do some Sonic facts. This time we are with Freddy. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, let's start with a few facts from Sonic CD. So you can actually listen to the present, bad and good future of Sonic CD on CD players. This is because of the Sega CD's hardware, as it contains the soundtrack as Red Book Audio. The first track sounds like static, and, it only works on non-data CD players, like old school stereos. And, yeah, that's basically about that for Sonic CD. Well, from me, of course. Okay, so I forgot to say this earlier, but Freddy's going to do the next fact, and then I'm going to do the next one. So it's just going to carry on like that. So, Freddy, take away with the next fact.
Yo, it's me, Spooka Dooka, or Freddy, whatever you call me. Number 2, achieving a good future. Every zone has a past, present, bad, and good future. To secure a good future, travel to the past using a time warp sign and find and destroy the hidden robot transporter. You can also destroy the Metal Sonic hologram to populate the area with freed animals.
Number 3, there is an instant death command. If you ever get stuck sometimes, you can instantly kill Sonic by pausing the game and pressing A, B, and C, or the respective buttons, depending on your controller. And it will send Sonic to the beginning of the stage. It's kind of like how in the updated versions, like the 2013 versions of Sonic 1, CD, and 2, you can, just restart for the cost of a life. Same with on Sonic Origins. Anyways, Freddy, with my 4th fact, please.
Number 4, 0 bottomless pits, mostly. The level designer wanted to encourage exploration on both high and low paths. Because of this, Metallic Madness Zone 3 is the only stage in the entire game that actually contains a bottomless pit.
Okay, so Sonic CD actually took inspiration from Sonic 2 with the original concept of time travel, which initially plotted for Sonic 2, but they abandoned the idea due to time. But, it would have been cool to see time travel in Sonic 2. But, the director of Sonic CD took that discarded concept and made it the core mechanic of Sonic CD.
Bonus fact, Sonic had a forgotten power called Sonic Sense that made him sneeze whenever danger was ahead. This power was first introduced in the intro cutscene of Sonic CD.
In Sonic 3, for every special stage, it represents a colour palette for a level. The 4th special stage is a colour palette we don't have, so we in the Sonic community suspect that it's Flying Battery.
When you unlock debug mode, there is a way to play Sonic and Knuckles by placing a lot of super monitors in Mushroom Hill Zone and breaking them. If you did it right, then the game will break, and by resetting the game, it will glitch you to Sonic and Knuckles.
So, in Knuckles the Echidna's story, it actually takes place after Sonic's story, his Hyper Sonic ending story, and you don't actually see and go to the Death Egg with Knuckles. Well, unless if you're playing a version of Sonic 3 Knuckles that actually lets you go to the Death Egg or Sonic Sky Sanctuary, like the Sonic Origins collection, you can actually play Death Egg. And, nothing's really changed. It's just, instead of Eggman running, it's just Egg Robo. And I've been yapping for way too much, so it's time to move on to Sonic 2 facts.
So we all know the scrapped level Genocide City, later renamed to Cyber City. Well, you're actually playing a finished level of it, which is Metropolis Act 3.
So, as I talked about earlier with the Sonic CD facts, Sonic 2 had time travel. So, we had we have the now, ancient time, now 2, ancient time 2, and future. Now, in now, it takes place on the South Island, so you have Green Hill Zone, Wood Zone, Sandy Shower Zone, Metropolis Zone, Ocean Wind Zone, then the Warp Point. In ancient time, you have Hilltop, Blue Lake, Rock World, Tropical Plant, and Olympus. In now 2, you have Dust Hill Zone, Oil Ocean Zone, and Rock World Zone. In ancient time 2, you have Hilltop Zone, Blue Lake, Tropical Summer Zone. In future, you have Chemical Plant, Casino Night, Genocide City 1, and Genocide City 2. And there's also another concept map I'm looking at where everything's on fire except for Genocide City 3. And there's also meant to be quite a few death eggs. So we have 1 death egg now. Oh boy, there was meant to be a lot more.
There are quite a few scrap levels, and they all either got reused or scrapped entirely. Now, a level that's an example of that is a Chinese-themed level.
There are loads of unused sprites or animations in Sonic 1, and 2 of them are a burnt-looking sprite and a sprite that looks like warping into a special stage.
In Sonic Origins, if you go into the museum and look at all the music, you'll see that there are 3 songs that go unused in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic 3 Invincibility, Prototype Super Theme, and the Sonic 3 and Knuckles title screen.
So, if Little Planet is visible, that means all of Sonic's CD levels are there in that scuffed up timeline, but we only get to play Stardust Speedway and Metallic Madness. I wondered what playing Palm Tree Panic or Tidal Tempest would be like in Sonic Mania. Okay, so me and Freddie tried to make all these facts as useful as possible. There might be some useless ones. There are always useless facts. Anyways, I will see you next time I upload.